In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the switch on a DeWALT DW703 miter saw. With a heavily used tool like a miter saw, it's just a matter of time before the switch goes bad, just from heavy use. Some symptoms of a bad switch would obviously be a saw that just doesn't turn on. But the switch also controls the electric brake built into the saw. So if your blade coasts down slowly where it used to stop rapidly, it's probably the switch that's bad and causing that problem as well. To replace the switch, we'll get started by removing this top handle. Next, we'll remove the top half of this handle that contains the switch. You'll want to notice that the screw that goes through the switch is a little smaller. You want to keep track of that screw. With the screws out of the way, now I can lift the top half of the handle off of the saw. Next, I'll remove the screw that secures the switch to the lower part of the handle. And with that screw out of the way, the switch is now released from the saw. Now we can go ahead and remove the wires from the old switch. You'll want to make note of the location of each of the wires. Here I have the new switch. We'll begin reassembly by just replacing the wires. Now just press the switch down into the lower part of the handle, and at the same time make sure that all of the wires get down to their little retaining tabs so they don't get pinched by the upper part of the handle when we reassemble that. And I'll secure the switch with the screw. Now I'll go ahead and replace the upper portion of the handle and secure it with the screws. I'll start with that small screw that I mentioned earlier. The 4 screws on the back of the handle secure the handle to the metal body of the saw. You may need to do a little aligning of the handle on the first 1 or 2 screws. And we'll wrap things up by replacing the top handle.